Hi students, we are learning digestive system, right? In digestive system, there are many organs involved. One of the organ we already learned, that is mouth. The next organ that we are going to learn is esophagus. Let's learn about esophagus. What is esophagus? What is esophagus? The food we swallow passes through. The food we swallow passes through. The food which we swallow passes through a pipe which leads to the stomach. Okay, the food which we swallow passes through a pipe which leads to the stomach is called esophagus. Okay, what is esophagus? The food we swallow passes through a pipe, that is from the mouth, okay, pipe which leads to the stomach is called esophagus. How esophagus looks, that day I have shown you in the diagram. Okay, esophagus is a pipe, okay, and here it splits. One is trachea and the other one is esophagus, and here it is mouth and throat. Okay, now this much only I am showing. This here it gets separate, and this is trachea, and this is esophagus. Okay, this comes down to the stomach. Okay, it comes down and there is diaphragm, passes through the diaphragm and then comes somewhere here it's get narrow and then goes to the stomach. Okay, so I will be drawing that in detail, but just now this much you understand that the esophagus is a tube. Okay, it's a pipe which leads to the stomach, and that is called esophagus. Okay, it starts from the mouth. We already learned about mouth, and the continuation of that, this esophagus. Now let's learn about esophagus, how it works. First of all, we should know how esophagus is. Esophagus is made up of muscles. Okay, it's a tube. Esophagus is a tube which is made up of muscles that can expand and relax. Esophagus is a tube which is made up of muscles that can expand and relax and show peristaltic movement. Okay, so that movement is called peristaltic movement. It is a hollow muscular tube that carries food from the mouth. It comes to the throat and then it comes down to the esophagus. Not only food, liquid also. Any liquid which we take in, that also passes through this tube and it leads to the stomach. In this diagram, very clearly you understand when there is no food is passing through, the tube will look like this. Esophagus looks like this. When the food comes in, it expands. So food is here in the tube. It expands. Here it expands, and then before peristaltic movement, or when the food is there inside, it relaxes, and then the food is, it takes in, and then below that part will be narrow. It is constricted, and this movement is called peristaltic movement, and then it again expands. Okay, then again it expands and take the food in, and keep doing that process, and again below part will be narrow, and again the food comes here, it expands, and then it will be narrow. Again the food will come in here and it passes here, then it gets expand. This movement is called peristaltic movement. It's like this. Okay, food will be coming here, and then again this movement is, keep on doing this movement. That movement is called peristaltic movement. Now let's see what is the length of this esophagus. Length of esophagus. In an adult, it is 25 centimeter length of esophagus. (25 centimeter) in adults. So 25 centimeter in adults. At birth of a child, at birth, it is at birth, it is 8 to 10 centimeter. 8 to 10 centimeter long. At the time of age 15, at the time of age 15, at the time of age 15, it will be 19 centimeter. 15 years, it will be 19 centimeter. This is approximately, not exactly. Length of esophagus, length of esophagus is 25 centimeter in adults. At birth, 8 to 10 centimeter long. At the time of age 15 years, it will be 19 centimeter long. 19 centimeter long, approximately. Now let's see the location of esophagus. Esophagus is located in the center of our chest. In the center of our chest. Center of our chest. It in the area called mediastinum, where the esophagus lies. It is called mediastinum. It is called mediastinum. It lies behind the windpipe. It lies behind the windpipe. Trachea is called windpipe. Okay. Local language is windpipe. Trachea is scientific term. Okay. So behind the trachea it lies. Esophagus lies behind the trachea, front of the spinal. Here the spine will be going. Okay. Or spinal cord. Front of the spine. Front of the spine. process I just want to show, that's why. Okay. So where is trachea? It is in the center of our chest, called mediastinum, that area called mediastinum, and behind the trachea, front of the spinal cord. What is the function of esophagus? The function of esophagus is to transport food. Transport food which is coming from the mouth to the throat. It carries to the stomach. That is the function of esophagus. To transport food which is entering in the mouth through the throat, it comes to the esophagus that carry this food or to the stomach. That is the function of esophagus. If you like my video, please like, share and subscribe. Press the bell icon to stay tuned.